What is this? Today I have a really special box. Maybe I say that a lot, but this is special for a different reason. You can see it on the package there, Sonic Lamb, a fairly new company, but they have a pretty unique technology in their headphone. These mad lads have figured out somehow to fit an entire subwoofer design in these ear cups. I'll explain more, but let's first get through the unboxing. They have sent two packages. I'll explain why, but let's get to the first package, the star of the show. There's the box itself with Made in India claims. I mean, for me, it's made in my city, so, it's even more closer. Eargasmic experiences, they say, because again, this thing rumbles and vibrates like a actual subwoofer. At least that's the claim. We'll test it out. Don't just hear music, now feel it.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it?
I have very limited time with this thing because it's one of the few units they have, but that's okay. There's some weird grass or something sticking out the side. Let me just open the magnetic lid. What is this? They've made a bird's nest out of the packaging. I mean, I get the appeal. It kind of looks like some, natural organic thing. But I don't know, man. I have mixed opinions on this. It gets messy, as you can see. There it is. That's their technology, the woofer pads. Sonic Lamb uses air and body conduction to emulate a full-range audio driver and a subwoofer system. Okay, we've discussed this recently. It's pretty tricky to emulate a multi-speaker setup with drivers, but this might be one of the few companies who has actually done a good job. Let's see it for ourselves. They give you a pretty solid carrying case. And there they are. So there's an app to get started. Pretty cool. Oh, there's even an external attachable microphone. That's nice. And a USB-C cable. Let's take a closer look at the headphones. Interesting design with these angular lines and everything. The ear cups look fine. The cushions are of good quality. Nothing feels, weak or cheaply built. It's a solid headphone. The ear cup adjustment is a little bit tight, but it's smooth overall, so that's fine. And there's this interesting wheel, and that's where you select these modes to experience your music in different ways. The clamping pressure seems a little high to me, but we'll try it out. First, let's pair it up and set it up with an app. I like the LED design here. It's just a singular line. It's not distracting or anything, and it's well diffused. And once it is connected, it slowly pulses like that. So scanning this code reveals their app, which is a APK you have to download. That's okay. The iOS version is coming soon apparently. So you have to create an account. Okay. And there we go. That's the dashboard. You can select your own equalizer and you can even have an ear print. I mean, that feature is coming soon. So you can build like a custom EQ according to your sensory requirement. Let's take a quick walkthrough and we'll explore the headphone as well. And this app is pretty cool. Like they give you a real-time demo of what the different modes feel like. Depending on which mode you've selected using that wheel, you will have a different experience. Let's see it for ourselves. I'll just wear it. And yeah, as I expected, the clamping force is a little too tight around my ears, and the round ear cups mean that it kind of clips the bottom of your ear sometimes, so it takes a little bit of adjustment. Once it gets there, it's perfectly fine, and as soon as I started playing music, I noticed these are high quality headphones. The vocal clarity was superb. I picked a few of my favorites. As soon as I dialed the immersive mode, the subwoofers kicked in, and they are no joke. The entire headphone's back vibrates and you feel that like subwoofer feeling. I cannot emphasize how fun it is to listen to it. Even as someone who doesn't really enjoy that much bass, I had a lot of fun with this. In case you're wondering, bro, how loud could they be? I was properly lost for several minutes. Like I have never felt a headphone like this. To give you an understanding of the subwoofer, here's a small cup of water placed on the back of that ear cup, and I'm playing some bass heavy stuff. You can hear the rumbling noise and you can even see the waves forming. I mean, I'm playing this at max volume. You don't have to do that. Even at 40%, it is surprisingly immersive. I don't think any other headphone can do this. Like this is speaker level good. Yeah, the subwoofer is doing some serious work in there. I did notice the buttons on these are not that great. They are really soft and mushy. They almost have no feedback and they are really hard to press, like especially the volume buttons. Now they did clarify that this thing's a review unit, so it's been used by a few people before me. But I think that's another feedback. If this thing after being used, the buttons get mushy, maybe that means the buttons need some rework, right? Because these will be used for a long time. Or maybe you should implement some sort of a gesture control, because that has no mechanical components, so it doesn't wear out as easily, right? Again, I have never ever had this much fun with a headphone. Not only are these hi-fi headphones which will please any audiophile, they rumble and give you that sub bass experience. Now, is this gonna replace your actual subwoofer? No, of course not. You don't feel that in your chest and your entire body because it's on your head. But my god, this blows every other headphone out of the water. And to prove it, they actually sent me another box, which you saw earlier, and in it is one of the top headphones you can buy in this price range, the Bose NC700. They are premium headphones, somewhere around like 400-450 USD range, so let's try those. If we look at materials, they are both comparable. Both of them have good quality materials, they are soft. Maybe the Bose is a little bit smoother in terms of the ear cup adjustment, and they also have this oval shaped ear cups, which in my opinion is a better design than somewhat circular ear cups, because if you notice, our human ears are not circles, they are ovals. The top and bottom requires more space, and that's pretty evident as soon as I wore these. They were instantly more comfortable than the Sonic Clamp ones, for sure. Bose has a lot of experience and they've had the time to refine their clamping force. So these sit around your ears with perfect pressure, not too tight, not too loose, so the passive noise cancellation is excellent. It could already reduce like 70% noise, even without turning it on. And it has those gesture controls on the right that's super nice. You can like increase and decrease volume and all that, but I wasn't really impressed with the sound quality. They sounded pretty good, but for a headphone of that price, especially coming from the Sonic Clamp one, nah, these paled in comparison. Any day of the week, I'm picking the Sonic Clamp headphones for sure, even though they are a little bit tighter around my ears. There are a few things the Sonic Clamp headphones can pick up from this, mainly the clamping pressure and the ear cup style as well. The oval sized cushions are better than circular ones. So Sonic Clamp make your cushions slightly larger to make room for larger ears and work on the clamping force that you have, and that's it, you have a perfect product. Like I said, the Bose is a super boring headphone in comparison to this thing. I'm picking this any day of the week. This is amazing. I mean, to think that this relatively small startup can take on a giant like Bose, it's pretty crazy. A few minor improvements and this technology will go a long way. Man, I can't believe this. Actually functional subwoofers on a headphone that aren't gimmicks at all. You know me, I usually call out these gimmicks as soon as I see it. This is not a gimmick. I showed you that water ripple thing. I mean, I can't really give you much of a comparison because it's a feeling. My god, I'm so impressed. Sonic Clamp, great first product. I'll leave more details such as pricing and availability in the description so you can check that out. But for now, you tell me, would you consider picking up these over an established brand like Bose? I certainly would. And I'm a guy who usually goes for high-end brands, so that should say something. Go check this out and let me know what you think.